Peace, fam. It's your brother, Frater RR, Brother Robinson. Just doing a quick build with you in my car right now, but I was about to take off. But I just wanted to do a quick build real quick on, because I just got my new iPhone 8 Plus. So I'm checking it out, seeing how everything looks and works on the video side of things. See if I might be posting more videos here because I think it'll be working out a lot smoother and more efficiently and effectively. Anyways, so what I wanted to speak on was the similarities between alchemy and Freemasonry and how I see specifically, not speaking for anybody else or Masonry or alchemy itself, because that's what we're dealing with here when we deal with these schools of thought, is we're dealing with our own understanding and we're developing our own understandings, right? And so when you deal with others who are on the path and who have their own understanding and their own experiences, and when you share them with each other, you guys will see the similarities. So you won't be like, no, that's wrong, or they won't be like, no, yours is wrong, but they'll see the relations and the similarities, and you'll also see the relations and similarities too. But that's where we aim to aspire to be, is to raise our consciousness to that level of understanding, right? So a master, which is today's mathematics, is the 13th today. What is his own self? Sorry, there's a car passing by. What is his own self? His own self is a master, a person with the knowledge and the understanding. Knowledge and understanding are one and the same. Because if you know something, you understand it. And if you understand something, you know it through and through. You're in the skin. You know what I mean? You understand it. It's deeper than like a surface level. Knowledge is to know, and understanding is to see things for what they really and truly are, not what they present themselves to be. So a person who has the knowledge, who knows, and then the person who has the ability to see things for what they truly are, is a master. That's a wise person. How I see alchemy relating to Freemasonry is Freemasonry taught that it's a system of morality veiled in allegory, illustrated by science and symbols. Right? So that's what we utilize to make good men better in Freemasonry. And essentially, alchemy means to take something of a lesser value and to change it into something that is of a higher value or more valuable, if you will. So, and that could be with any medium. The medium does not matter what it is. It could be a rock, it could be metal, or it could be a person, or it could be your mind, or your heart. And we can get into that later, because for me, that goes into my understanding too of the alchemical marriage of the logic and the emotion, or the mind and the heart, or represented as man and female, the logic and the emotion. So it's represented, you can see in those three different ways right there. Logic and emotion, mind and feeling, heart, man and woman. That's three levels right there. You could look at it symbolically and see the marriage and the relationship and how it's about a balance that brings about life, that produces something that grows up out of it. So that's what it relates to me, is about balance. And that's how we grow into better men and into better people, is by raising our consciousness, but not just raising our consciousness, also raising our heart chakra as well, and also doing the ground floor work on your heart as well, because it's very important to clear out your heart. Your heart's got to be pure too, and during this work, you can't just raise the intellect right now, because everybody's has information at their fingertips. What's going to separate the people who just know it all or seem like know-it-alls and intellects are going to be their ability to show compassion. Now we're entering into the age of compassion, because the age of enlightenment's over now. We're entering into the age of compassion, and people are going to be, if you look around, with different races having problems, different genders having problems, different people all over. The problems are coming, and it comes down to compassion and other people being compassionate for these people. Alchemy is about taking, how I see it specifically, is about taking your mind, your personality, and making it more valuable to yourself and to others, to the world while you're here living, right? So that's what we're doing in Freemasonry, right? We're taking a good man and we're making him better, right? You can't reform devil, or we're looking for bad men to make good men, right? So we're looking for good men already who already have it in their heart to want to do good and want to be good and want to learn and want to humble themselves and be servant leaders, you feel me? So that we can leave a legacy behind that means something, and it just isn't like I know it all type of thing. But it's really working on the mind. There's one side of that square, but the other side that's coming up of that square is the heart. And so they meet up in one point, which is to show you that's that one point where you meet, and that one point is going to be your crown chakra, which is Kether, or if you take it back to ancient Egypt was Kefre, or Kefre. It's Kephre, Kefre, which was the crown chakra, which was the original teachings that we taught down and passed down to what was considered the Jews, and they turned into their system and their teachings. So that's what's going to activate and give you that ability to turn your mind and your life and everything else around you into something more valuable, beneficial for you. Alchemy even comes down to the minute once you kind of really get into it. Even I focus on alchemy daily, in the moment, constantly, because it affects me and how I deal with people. If I'm aware in the moment of how this person might be acting, I can adjust so that I can adjust in the moment through my awareness, so that I can not be detrimental to them or their minds or who they are. I can allow them to be themselves, but I have the understanding of who they are, and so I have the understanding and the knowledge to be able to master this person or deal with this person, or master myself so that I can deal with this person, so I'm not pulled all over the place and led to be emotional, right? I stay above 6. I'm the 7, so I stay above it, the emotion, so that I can remain supreme. And that's what it's all about, is the alchemical process of self-awareness and how you can use it to benefit your life. Everything's mathematical. This whole universe was built off of mathematics, geometry, trigonometry. It's all built off of mathematics. And once you start understanding the mathematics in the universe, you can almost start predicting things, because there's so many people in the world and living that don't understand the mathematics to things. So once you start understanding and learning and seeing these things through self-awareness, you can start staying in alignment for your manifestations. You can kind of get in a line and plan a little bit better and execute a little bit better. And so that's all I wanted to say. It's one and the same, alchemy and Freemasonry. So if you're into alchemy and you think about being a Freemason, come on in, talk to a Freemason that you might know, find a lodge around you, and then go meet the brothers, go talk to them. And it's about, being the best you can be. And what better thing to be, you know what I mean? So that's how we're doing, is we're growing good men, teaching, the babies, teaching the children, and hopefully influencing the next generation to be good men as well. So I want to keep it under 10 minutes. Peace to the God, peace family. I love y'all. And I want to say peace and blessings, love and light. Keep it positive. Spread that love. And I'll see you next time. Freder RR, Brother Robinson, peace.